Alright guys, so I have done my eyebrows. Well, I need to redo them, to be honest. Let me work on these eyebrows. So I am going to use my LA Colors automatic eyeliner pencil in black brown. Yeah, in black brown. And I'm also going to use my brow rake by LA Colors. And it has, you know, these little things on it. Can y'all see it? Try to refocus it. You know, it's got the little rakes on there. Anyway, so I'm going to use that to kind of fill in the little areas that are kind of sparse on the eyebrows. Get those kind of cleaned up, look a little more precise. And I'm going to go in with my pencil and work on that tail a little bit. Bring that tail in. And that should do it. So next I am going to go in with my LA Color Conceal and Correct concealer in the color Peach. I'm just going to dot it on my eyes. And I am going to use a sponge to kind of blend it in. And I'm using the concealer as a base. Let me go ahead and just do what I need to do on my under eyes with the concealer. So I'm just make it the whole thing. I really don't like to do that. But I want to go ahead and get this base going for me to do my shadow. So today I am going to be using my palette that I got from Ross, which is a Profusion palette. It is the it's the Shadow Coffin. Here it is, right here. Block out the light a little bit so y'all can see it. Yep, has some cute colors in there. So I'm gonna do this little quick get ready with me video. And this is like my morning routine every morning. When I decide to wear makeup because I got a long day. So we're just going to blend this out so we can start in on this good shadow. More good shadows. So I've never used this full palette, so take this plastic cover off. I can't get it off. There we go. And I hate when they put the names of the shadows on those little plastic covers, because I'm not keeping it. So I want to try something with this. See some pretty colors in here. So that's a ruby. This is Believe, Lash, and Underground. So I'm going to use this ruby. And me and Ruby, honey, we are going to start off, and I am going to work my magic with this thing. And if I got to incorporate another palette, I will. But let's start with Ruby. I'm using my fluffy eyeshadow brush. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm just going to have a good conversation with y'all today. Just get caught up, y'all. I haven't done one of these in a very, 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 very long time. So I haven't done my makeup on camera in a minute, y'all. So yeah, I just want to chit chat with you. You know, we're coming to the end of the year, y'all. The end of 2022. It's like this year went by so fast. Like, I remember talking about goals. I think that was the last Get Ready With Me video I did with y'all, and that was at the beginning of 2022. And here we are in the fourth quarter. We are at the end of 2022, y'all. This is November, and we are wrapping this thing up. Like, wow. Like, interesting. Interesting. And that's all I have to say about that. So yeah. I have a birthday coming up. I don't know what I'm going to do for my birthday. I have a couple things in mind, but I don't think that's going to take place. So I don't know. Y'all, I used to celebrate the whole month. I think the older I get, the less enthused I am about birthdays. I mean, I love birthdays, and I think you're supposed to be celebrated on your special day or your born day or whatever y'all want to call it. Earth Day, the day you were born. Anyway, I think you should be celebrated on those days. And I celebrate people for their birthdays. Like, I really, honestly celebrate people. But people don't really celebrate me. And I used to throw parties and do all that stuff. Like, I stopped. I'll get phone calls and everything, and I am so appreciative for that, because people do not have to extend kindness to you. Please know that. Please know that I am not, griping or anything. But, I am going to celebrate myself and not worry about other people celebrating me or anything like that, because you gotta celebrate yourself. You gotta bring joy to yourself and bring joy to your own situation, and don't rely on other people to do it for you, because you shouldn't. You shouldn't base your happiness or your celebration or what's gonna happen on other people, because you're gonna always be disappointed, because they're human beings, and people don't always live up to your expectations. And that's okay, because a lot of times we have expectations on people that they are unaware of. So that makes it even worse. So I myself try to not do that. So I don't, really kind of do stuff for my birthday. I enjoy, waking up, maybe getting a massage, maybe doing a spa day, going to grab something to eat, things like that. And I'm good. Like, really, really good. I don't have to do a whole big party. Now, somebody want to throw me one, I'm okay with that, but that's not the end of the world. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this underground one. I use Ruby. Now I'm going to use underground. Hopefully it's dark enough. So yeah, for my birthday, I am grateful for life. God knows I'm grateful for life. I'm going to go over this, and I hope this is dark enough. It's darkening, but I don't know if it's as dark as I would like it to be. But we'll keep on piling on this color. But yeah, I am sure enough grateful for life. That is all I'm here for. I'm here to be grateful just to have life. Because, the saying is, millions didn't make it, but I was one of the ones who did. So that means I got so much work to do. I've been left here to do a work, and I have to be found doing the work. Period. The end of discussion. Point blank in the period. That's it. Oh, let me see if I can get this darker. But anyway, that's all. I don't really have anything planned for the birthday, which I am cool. I was going to try to take a trip to Chicago, but it's probably going to be snowing in Chicago. And I sure don't want to be in Chicago in the snow. And that's real talk. America. That is sure enough real talk. So, outside of that, I have been getting caught up on my shows, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Married to Medicine Reunion. Watched that. I wasn't... It was okay. And that'll be all I'll say about that. I mean, it wasn't nothing special to me, personally. So, I don't know why it was 3 parts. You know, it's the same old shenanigans. Yeah, it's the same old shenanigans, so I don't even understand why. But anyway, so I am about to use the LA Color Conceal and Correct. Ooh, good Lord. Conceal and Correct in yellow. And I am going to use this as a crease cutter here. Not a lot. I just want to have a good base for this lighter color that I'm about to put on. Yep, so that's all I have to say about that. I mean, they all need to grow up. They're too old for some of the stuff they be doing, to be honest. I think, you know, television that kind of got to their heads and they need to get over it. So, next thing, let's talk about Huntsville of Alabama. Love and Marriage Huntsville, Alabama. Lord. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, I'm hoping that Melody and Destiny can come to some kind of, I don't even want to know if I want to call it an agreement, because kind of Destiny done got on my nerves a little bit. And y'all know I liked old Destiny. You know, she was a little Midwest girl. I liked old Destiny, but she didn't kind of got beside herself for some reason this season. So I'm not really feeling her that much. So hopefully her and Melody can kind of figure out what's going on. I'm glad Melody and Martell have come to a little middle ground, and they can try to co-parent for the sake of their beautiful children. The whole fight scene, Miss Wanda do need to go somewhere. She need to go sit down. She too old for that. She's somebody grandma. Could potentially be somebody great grandma. She too old for that. Like, I know if it was me, and if somebody that old was online talking about, yeah, go find your baby daddy, so I would have had something to say. I'd have been like, okay, so what was that you were saying online? What was you saying about me? And what was you saying about my kids needing, my ex-husband needing to go get a paternity test to find out if the kid was his? Yeah. Because even though she said, I wasn't talking about the kids, you were talking about that last child, and you are on the internet. Everything on the internet is perpetuated. It doesn't go away. And those kids, at some point it will come up because they know their parents have been filming. They know their parents is on a TV show. And if Love and Marriage Huntsville lasts another 3 or 4 years, them kids, the older kids, are going to be old enough to have social media accounts. And other kids are going to mention it to them. And all they're going to have to do is type in Google, type in their parents' name, and Love and Marriage Huntsville will come up. And these episodes will come up, and these snippets will come up. And those kids will be able to see it. And then it will start to create some different dialogue within their household. So, yes, you need to be careful about talking about people's children and bringing people's children into a dynamic. So yes, I'm 100% on Melody's team with that. I'm about to use this Believe color here and pack it on there. But outside of that, you know, Tisha still is afraid to confront anybody on anything, but she, you know, she'll want to talk to Melody about stuff, but she won't confront her mother on her bad behavior. And I understand, you know, it's your mama. So you kind of pause when it comes to things like that. But you need to be like, mama, like, these are my battles. These are my friends. These are my relationships. And so I need you to kind of don't get involved. Don't get involved in what is or isn't happening. And I don't know. She feel like she needs to fight Tisha's battles for her. But Tisha a big girl. She married to Marceau. So let her figure it out. You know, I'm glad her and Kimmy then finally got to a special place. And I hope whatever's going on with Kimmy, that it all pans out. You know, I like old Kimmy, but you know, sometimes she be missing the mark too, but I like Kimmy though. I like Kimmy. Probably one of the best. Kimmy and Melody are my favorites on the show. Hands down, without question. Now I am going to go in with this Lash. Which is that one? Oh, is that Lash? Yeah, that's Lash. And it's kind of has a little shimmer to it. I add a little shimmer to this. Yes. Add a little shimmer. Oh, that shimmer is kind of cute. Can y'all see that? Add a little shimmer on top. Just to give it a little pop. Yeah, but that's kind of it with Love and Marriage Huntsville. You know, they took that little break off. You know, their little summer, spring break came back in September. Just to hit us with their little tussle they had at Madani. I like Stormi. I like the energy and the vibe she trying to bring to the group. She way better than Tiffany, because Tiffany still get on my nerve. I'll be like, I want her to go away. Like, she could not be a part of the cast, and I will be okay. Now, Big Lou, he cool. I think they trying to introduce Stormi now. This is like their second season being a part, and this is the first season that her husband has been involved, and he's, you know, had a whole outing with the men. So we'll see if Stormi and them get to be a part of the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add a little liner to my eyes. I'm using my LA Color eye marker in the color black. That's it. That's all what's going on in Love, Marriage, Huntsville. Now, what I do want to chit and chatter about is from scratch. The mini series or whatever that was based off the book from scratch. Y'all, I didn't cry. I had a couple, like a tear that just kind of popped up in my eye. It was just some heavy stuff, but it didn't make me cry. Everybody right here talking about they made them cry. It was cool. I watched the whole thing, you know. I watched it over 2 days. I watched 4 episodes and then it was 8 episodes. So it was cool. The last episode they could have killed, but I'm not going to talk about it because I ain't going to spoil it because everybody ain't seen it. But yeah, it was cool. And I will say this. This is by far the best I have seen Zoe Saldana, or Saldana, however you say her name, act in anything. I really, really, really saw depth to her acting. I saw depth to her acting in this miniseries, and I was pleasantly surprised. I was very, very happy. I was very happy about her performance. So, if anything, go and watch it just to see the depth of her acting, to see how she really, really came across in this particular miniseries. I was very, very, very pleased. So that's kind of all I'm gonna give y'all on from scratch because I ain't trying to spoil it for y'all. Cause I mean it's a good thing, you know. It's a watch on a Friday, follow it up on Saturday morning type of thing. Friday night, follow up on Saturday morning type of thing. Oh, let's see. Am I gonna line my lower lash line? Yes, I'm gonna line my lower lash line with my LA Color Automatic Eyeliner in the color black. Then I'll probably go in with the shadow a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of it. Outside of that, I am out here working my behind off. I made a transition, y'all. Back in June, I left the bank that I had been at for 6 years and moved to another bank. I'm doing the same thing. I'm in lending. I'm a mortgage loan officer, so still doing that. It has been good. It's been good. Yeah, it's been good. It can always be better. We know rates are ridiculous right now. So that's definitely been a challenge. But to God be the glory. We still getting it done. I'm getting out my foundation. I'm using my Fit Me. My Fit Me, Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the color Mocha. Where's my foundation brush? Y'all, I got too much going on for the day, boy. It is. But not my foundation brush. I'm putting it on with my concealer brush. I'm just going. Because I found doing this. Did my light just go out? Yes, it did. Okay. Sorry about that. My light just went out. So I found that I use way less foundation when I use my brush, this brush, and I get just as much coverage. Well, the same coverage, not necessarily just as much. Same coverage. Ain't that beautiful? Ain't that beautiful? Oh, let me get my foundation brush. I start tapping and blending and tapping. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, y'all. I don't got much else to talk about on the front, you know, just glad to you know, be helping families, people getting their houses. But yeah, these rates, it's crazy. You know, hopefully it'll start to stabilize here very soon. And yes, the market is still crazy. Yes, inventory is still low. But I think, things will be okay. I think come summertime, we'll kind of have some semblance of normalcy. In that arena. I'm praying. I'm hoping. My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name, because this is crazy, y'all. Like, literally. Is that paper? Cotton round. Yeah, like, this has been crazy. This has been absolutely crazy. So, but it's all good. I got a couple people that are looking for homes. I got somebody that texted me today, said they was putting a contract on a house. So, hopefully the contract is accepted. And if it is, we are going to be moving forward. And it is a VA loan. So, let's hope everything is good to go on the VA loan. Let me get down on my chin area. Bring this down. Bring my foundation down some. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got going on the home front. I'm ready for 2023. I'm not trying to rush 2022 because I know that God can do so much in what we consider to be a short amount of time. It's just right for God to work a miracle. Okay? Just right. And I think this lighting got me thinking my face is doing something totally different than what it is. But let me just work on that. Yep, outside of that, that's it, y'all. I don't got much going on. Not much at all. I'm being a homebody. But I am working on some other things. I got some things that are going on in my life personally. Hopefully, things will come into fruition very, 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 very soon. I am keeping it hush-hush. Only people very, very close to me know what's going on. So I'm keeping that on the hush-hush until everything is finalized. And then I will bring it to y'all. Because I don't want to, impede the process of what's happening and what's going on by jumping out there and maybe possibly talking about something that I'm not supposed to talk about. So just not talk loud. It just to be on the safe side. Now I'm just gonna kind of set up under my eyes. And people use translucent powder, but I think you can set with any kind of powder. And I am setting with this contouring palette. It's actually very, very light. And I like to use both of those colors to set my concealer with. And it's like perfect. It's not too light. It's like perfect. That's definitely what I like to use to set it with. Just do a little bit on her. Because I'm not trying to go too hard with the chiseling. I'm just going to get my fluffy brush and dust it away. Dust it away. Yep, y'all, that's it. That's all that's going on out here in this world, y'all. In this world. They got hurricanes in November in Florida. That's because we was gone for a minute. Then we came back outside and just, it's unusually, to me, it's unusually warm for November. Like it's been in the 80s here. And typically this time of year in November, it could be, you know, like in the 60s. It's been in the 80s. But tomorrow, it's supposed to be not extremely cold. It's going to drop significantly. Let's just say that. I'm going to finish my face with my Black Radiance pressed powder in the color Rich Mahogany. I'm going to do a little blush, y'all, just to make my face alive again, honey. You put all them powders, they start to wash you out. Bring a little life back to the cheeks. Just bring a little life back to the cheeks. Blend it down a little bit. But yep, I'm gonna put some lashes on. And what else? There's nothing really like going on TV. Nothing really is out. I think some people watching Manifest. I think that's on Netflix. I may start watching that. I don't know. I'm not a big TV watcher. Like I said, I do watch my trash TV here and there, and I have to get caught up on it because I don't never be right on top of it. Oh, Potomac. Yeah, so Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on with Robin and Wendy. Like, what? Like, this whole, I don't understand what's going on. And all of this stuff that they talking about with Chris. P.O. I do not believe. First off, Giselle is trying to create a non-existent narrative. And Mia is delusional. That man wasn't even looking at her. He wasn't even looking at her direction at all. And she's like, oh yeah, he was looking at me. And Ashley is just a miserable troll. Has been and always will be. And she needs to focus on them darn children. And hope she can get some extra money out of Michael Darby. Because that's why she wanted to have them babies. Because she knew she was getting out of that marriage with that man. She wanted to have them babies early. Remember their first season when she had that restaurant and he told her, we're not having no kids because you don't even know how to take care of this restaurant, do anything with this restaurant. And she was having a fit. But as soon as she had, then she hurried up. She hurried up and got that prenuptial agreement adjusted. Did she not? Yes, she did. Because she hurried up and got pregnant with baby number 2. Then she was like, I no longer want to have these 3 sons we were having. Because now she was looking for her out. Because that was her way in. Because she was willing to have these abnormal sexual conquests with Michael. Because that is his thing. And he is significantly older than her. I'm trying to get this glue off my eye. He is significantly older than her. And so that was her means of getting him and securing the bag. But let's be clear. Girl, please stop with the shenanigans. We know all you wanted was him to take care of your mama, get your mama in my house, get your people, get your money, and then you knew that man, how he was and how he was acting, because when people were saying stuff to you about all of his different things, oh, we have that type of relationship, we have that type of marriage, and then you go back and try to add some additions to this marriage clause that y'all had. Girl, bye. I have no sympathy for you. Zero. I do not care for Ashley at all. And they better leave my homeboy Chris alone. Because Chris ain't bothering nobody. And Giselle with her miserable, tacky, dressing self, she better get on. Tell me he made her feel uncomfortable. And he said to her, hey, do you want me to leave the room? She was like, no, we can talk. And then now all of a sudden, it's a problem. And you supposed to be friends with Candace or cool with her at that time. Y'all know I'm trying to put my lipstick on. Why would you not say something to her then? And you will hang out with them. I always told how all you have to do is say, hey girl, listen. During a reunion, Chris came in our room. We had a conversation. I thought my glam people was going to be there. And Chris did suggest that we leave the door open. Because I didn't want no, misunderstandings and people thinking, ooh, Giselle in there with somebody's husband and vice versa and so on and so forth. And I feel uncomfortable because I didn't want it to be a burden or hindrance to our friendship, our relationship that we're building. And I didn't want any ill things to be said about Chris. But just like Robin asked Giselle, did he do something inappropriate? And then Robin Karen said, well, did he do something inappropriate? No. And then then you said you felt uncomfortable, and what did he do? He said, okay, I'll leave. So I would have said something to that girl before. Now, what I will say Giselle did do is that she did bring her to the side and have that conversation. But Ashley, crunchy, nasty, raggedy, troll self just wanted to blurt it out across the table because she felt like somebody ousted her in her freaking dull, non-existent marriage to the super freak Michael Darby. So anyway, but child, enough about these crazy people. So what y'all think? What y'all think about this? What y'all think about this situation? I think it's cute. I ain't doing nothing special with the hair. Just keeping it out my face. But I do think it's cute. I think this palette is really, really cute. This is the Shadow Coffin by Profusion. I used every single color in this palette. This palette is called the Dracula Eyeshadow Quad, and I did get this at Ross. I did show this at my Ross Beauty Find video, so check that out. I'll put it in the card somewhere or link it in the description box below. Like, you just have to look up on stuff like this at Ross. I just think this is cute. Thought it was super, super cute. Just a nice, cute look. Nice fall look. This is definitely fall-esque. Y'all know I love a little fall shadow look. So this may be my go-to look for the fall. I'm thinking it. I'm digging it. Y'all know I love an ombre lip. She's never getting out this ombre lip. I kind of press pause on the ombre lip during the summer, though, because I really like to gloss it up in the summer. But for the fall, we're going to get this ombre on. We're going to get this ombre on. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was just a chit chat. Just doing my makeup, getting ready, talking about trash TV and the From Scratch Netflix phenomenon. Anyway, didn't talk much about that because I didn't want to give it away for those people who are still wanting to watch it. Anyway, that concludes today's video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up button, and if you like what you see, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you be a part of the family. And if you already hit that subscribe button and you haven't yet hit that notification bell, please go ahead and do so you'll be notified whenever your girl uploads a video. I am sending love and light to you and yours. And please remember to be kinder than necessary, because you never know what someone is going through. Bye, and I'll see you in our next video. My future is bigger, brighter. Now that I removed the clouds.